Olá, estudantes, vamos lá? Hoje eu quero trabalhar com vocês uma história muito legal, contada pela atriz Kristen Bell. Quem se lembra dela em algum filme? Vamos lá, vocês vão assistir com muita atenção e vão prestar atenção nas frases e expressões em inglês que vocês já conheçam.
Welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. I'm Kristen Bell, and today I will be reading Quackenstein Hatches a Family, written by Sudipta Bardhan-Quallen and illustrated by Brian T. Jones. In the darkest corner of the zoo, there stood a gloomy shack. A nearby scrawl read, "Keep out, all! Just leave me be!" Signed, Quack. Most creatures lived in packs and herds, in gaggles, bloats, and litters. But all alone, there on his own, poor Quackenstein grew bitter. He was the hermit of the zoo and faced a lonely struggle. "It isn't fair. My nest is bare." He had no one to snuggle. Quack passed the nursery one day, where babies laughed and tumbled. "Everyone has someone, except for me," he mumbled. He spied a small, secluded nook. On impulse, he proceeded. He bumped his head. "A sign!" it read. "Orphaned eggs, homes needed." Quack hatched a plan and crept ahead. This duck would not be stopped. On shaky legs, he chose an egg and cackled, "I'll adopt!" Quack set it on his empty nest. He kept his prize protected. He'd gently coo, "Dear Ducky Poo, you'll never be neglected." Then on one dark and stormy night, the hour had arrived. Quack heard a crack. He stumbled back and shouted, "It's alive!" Just then a small beak broke the shell. Quack's heart thumped in his chest. But then two paws with sharp curved claws thrust through and stabbed the nest. "I've hatched a monster! You're no duck!" Quack screeched and went quite pale. The thing had fur and legs with spurs and some poor beaver's tail. The creature lurched. Quack gasped, "Stay back!" The beast paid him no heed. Quack tried to hide. He ran outside, alarmed and rubber-kneed. Quack shrieked and sprightly dove behind some logs out on the water. But Quack got pushed and saw he'd smushed an angry romp of otters. Drenched, the poor duck ducked behind a mama heron reading. Her babies screamed, the thing's claws gleamed. It leered and kept proceeding. Quack shushed the rowdy heron hedge, but birds just ran off blind. They fled in shock toward cuddling crocs. Soon all were intertwined. Quack rashly rushed and promptly crushed a hugging husk of hares. "My fault!" Quack cried. But then he spied the monster's chilling glare. So quickly Quack hid in a cave, but there he'd made an error. A furry shape blocked his escape. "I'm trapped!" he screeched in terror. The thing then snarled, "Oh, there you are!" It stalked the trembling fowl. With sharp claws bared and shoulders squared, it leapt in with a growl. Its paws soon squeezed the cringing duck, and Quack thought, "This is bad!" His spirit broke when someone spoke. The thing said, "Hello, Dad." Quack could feel his cold heart melt, and how his stomach fluttered. "You chased me through the great big zoo to be with me?" he sputtered. The creature beamed. "Yes, Daddy, yes." Quack's heart began to sing. "Come, son," he squawked, and off they walked, in step and paw in wing. Then, in the corner of the zoo that once housed Quackenstein, a space was cleared, and there appeared a shiny brand new sign. "Welcome to our happy home. Come by to visit us. Love, Quack," it read. Below it said, "And his son, Platypus." The end. I chose this book because I really like the rhyming, I really like the language, the big words.
E aí, vocês
but
conseguiram
more
perceber
important,
que o grande monstro, na verdade, era só um ornitorrinco? Se vocês não conhecem esse bichinho, vocês podem pesquisar depois. Quero saber, vocês perceberam qual dos animals da história é um farm animal, que é um animal da fazenda? Isso, o pato, o protagonista. Que legal! E tinham vários outros animals também, né? Do zoológico, da floresta. Que bom que vocês gostaram. Estudantes, vamos lá. Para quem quer saber muito como é essa história em português, preparei alguns slides com a tradução. Mas eu não vou ler com vocês agora para que nós possamos ganhar tempo. Então, se você quer saber essa história, você vai pedir o seu responsável para ir pausando slide por slide e fazendo a leitura com você. Combinado? Vamos para as atividades que a teacher quer de vocês. Primeiro, qual palavras ou expressões na história que vocês reconheceram? Quando diz my dad, meu papai, isso, muito bem. E quando diz it's alive? Isso, está vivo. Quando ele achou o ovinho, né, e o ovinho trincou, ele gritou it's alive, está vivo. Pois é, tem muitas palavras, frases e expressões que nós podemos reconhecer nessa história. Agora, faça um registro da história, pode ser em forma de desenho. Depois, reconte com as suas palavras essa história para sua família. E você pode até mudar o final, ok? Bye, bye!